Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back for another part in my Hype for Skyblivion playlist. I'm joined again by my brother Walter.
I have a proposition for you involving the Germain family.
Hello.
So recently assisted.
And apparently I've been accosted by a solicitor. The Germain family?
It was kind of you to escort the Germains back to Weatherly. However, the original owner of Weatherly left them an even greater legacy. In fact, there's quite a bit more to their family history than meets the eye. Want to hear about it?
Oh, intrigue.
Sounds like a bit of gossip, but sure, I'll listen.
Excellent. Curiosity should never be denied, is it not so? And who knows, my story may prove profitable to both of us once it has come to its end. My tale actually begins with the father, Albert Germain. He was once in my employ, or should I say, the employ of my organization. He was very good at obtaining things that people did not want to part with. A professional thief, to put it bluntly. He was assigned to obtain a very valuable item for me. He succeeded, but decided to keep this item for himself. An unfortunate decision. He fled from Coral with his family, and was never heard from again. Only his small son, Reynald, was found, wandering alone in the wilderness. Naturally, my associates and I believed he had perished. The wilderness is, after all, a dangerous place. No place to take your family. Then, these many years later, voila! The brother reappears. It seems the rest of the family did not die in the wilderness after all.
And what do you want me to do?
Indeed. What is the point of my tale? Albert Germain builds Weatherly way out in the middle of nowhere. He was a thief, not a farmer. The only reason to establish such a place would be to stay out of the Coral Guard's sight. I believe that the item Albert stole, which rightly belongs to me, was hidden at the Weatherly settlement. Unfortunately, the notorious Red Guard Valley ogres ransacked the place and probably took all of the loot back with them. If you were to obtain this item somehow and bring it to me, I would pay you very well for it. I can get you started by telling you where the ogres live. The rest is up to you.
A very trusting thief, especially since he's already been betrayed.
So the thing, I thought he was more of like a, this is more of a charity thing for the Weatherly family. It's all about him.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if you can tell me anything more about Albert Germain.
There isn't much to tell you about Albert Germain. He was one of my best, then he got greedy. The rest is history.
And the Germain family in general?
Gilbert and Reynald know nothing of their father's past deeds. If you want to tell them about it, suit yourself.
Okay, what about the stolen item itself? What is it?
I do not care to describe it. You will know it when you see it, I think. It is not something one of the ogres should have in his possession.
Why the intrigue?
Beware,
I just tell you.
the Red Guard Valley ogres are not known for their hospitality.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to influence me. Alright, let's do that Weatherly quest.
On a sunny day, you'd be visible from space, though. Look at how bright that is.
This character is not meant to be stealthy, unless he's wearing his shoes. Just gonna fast travel to Weatherly. And this might end horribly, because memory serves the ogres at the midland level stagger you with every attack, and they can get you in a chain where they pound you while you're recovering from their series of staggers. And this character moves really slow now.
Knight's new plan. The one who slays the ogre shall be named champion.
Yeah.
Go get him.
The ogres that I took out, though, at Weatherly, they were like half the size you'd expect. I was taller than them.
Is that a mod? I don't remember the ogres being different sizes.
It might be from the creature diversity mod. It's hard to say since it's been so long since I played the original game, let alone did that quest at a At a low level?
Oh, I was going to say they're midget ogres, but that would, that might offend. They're vertically challenged ogres, is what they were.
Yeah. Let's see, I think this is a cave. It looks like there's a goblin outside.
I love how later on you'd shield bash them when you block.
Yeah. Make sure this is the right cave. It is.
I do wish that they would come up with a new engine for these types of things, like the next Elder Scrolls. They better have a new engine, something even better.
It's dark in here. No, I need to hotkey my shield so that it unequips when I want it to.
Do you have a cat's eye ring or something like that?
Not yet. It's a little too low of a level for that. I used some of the money I got from that legal confiscation of the drugs. See, those are tiny ogres.
They're so small and cute. Don't kill them. They're smart though. See, they're picking up on this real quick.
Wow.
Okay, it's a standoff. Yeah, that looks a lot more textured, a lot more detailed than they used to be. My memory is that they were just like these gray blob people.
Yeah. I'm very pleased with the creature diversity mod. I believe it's a collection of a lot of different modders' work. When I first started this High for Skyblivion playthrough, I was using another mod, and it had some really good ones, but it also had some real stinkers, and it was not balanced at all. Like, I ran into some enemies at a low level that paralyzed with every attack, and had a ton of health. So it was pretty much you run into them, you're dead. And they also had a AI adjustment that made it so that the enemies would run when they took a certain amount of damage. And I don't mind that, but it got to the point where every enemy that I got to low health would flee halfway across Cyrodiil, with me chasing after them. And every other enemy would be ignoring them, even though they were of different factions, and chasing me instead. It was just ridiculous.
That sounds annoying. Although I'm sure your athletics went up a lot.
Yeah, sort of. I do kind of like how they got rid of athletics in Skyrim.
Yeah, Morrowind to me, I hope that the, what are they calling it? Skywind?
Skywind's the Morrowind remake with Skyrim.
Yeah. I hope that they get rid of a lot of that, because I remember acrobatics, you could become an Olympic athlete vaulting along if you just jumped everywhere and got your acrobatics up.
Feel like I'm picking on something small. Look, he's got like a flask.
Wow, look at that big belly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Little gremlin ears. Look at that tiny head.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess that explains why they had trouble climbing up the ramp.
Yep.
But whatever.
Let's see.
Let's do you a bit of it.
Where to explore?
So the idea is that you're killing these people to find an item. You don't even know what the item is because he wouldn't tell you. But what if you left it behind? The guy didn't think that through.
I would imagine it's valuable enough that you wouldn't. Although there's a lot of space. Do you happen to remember what it is?
Nope, I do not. One man's garbage is another man's potpourri, so...
Did you ever do this quest?
Oh yeah. I remembering it being significantly harder. But I guess you are a low level, so...
And I'm, you know, we're talking about skill level here.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I was getting to that. That's why they're giving you these low level, you know, miniature ogres.
They got little bunk beds.
I question that they made those.
Oh. Another interesting thing of note is I installed a mod that makes it so that every time you level up, it checks and then upgrades any equipment that you've got that's normally leveled, so that and then adjusts its stats to match your level. So some people would hang back on getting some of the Daedric artifacts and magic items from quests because it made more sense to wait until you were like level 30 to get them, and then you get a far better item. And this mod makes it so that you don't have to metagame like that.
Oh, that is very nice.
So when I leveled up last time, it upped up the damage of my children.
Wow. Wow.
By the bunk beds. I probably would have noticed that sooner if you hadn't been attacking their craftsmanship.
I feel like you were the one that brought out the bunks in the first place. You were so obsessed with the fact that they had bunks. You just weren't paying attention. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Anyway. Probably cut out that searching. It wasn't that long, but no need to waste viewers' time. This guy seems more normal sized.
Yes, he does. His head isn't so tiny.
I am out of being room. Whoa.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, I got one.
I'm a little surprised. Oh, that's just disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's getting over it.
Oh. Skill.
I don't think that's really something you should be proud of.
I retrieved the honor blade of coral from the ogre chieftain. This has got to be the item that Fathis is sinking. However, due to the nature of the item, I think someone at Castle Coral might be anxious to have this back. I need to decide whether to sell the weapon to Fathis or return it to the castle. Or Plan B.
And Plan C.
Plan C. Hang on to it myself. Let's see. It does 3 times the base damage.
Wow. I think I held on to it. Silver, I think.
Yeah. Which is odd because I think in the original game it was ebony, but this is actually a unique silver weapon. If you look right above my character's thumb, you can see the Oak of Coral emblem on it.
This is actually pretty cool.
Probably a reskin by Insanity. Very nice. I think I'll hold on to it while I mull it over for a few quests.
Yeah, plus you want to make sure it's the real McCoy. You know, use it a few times. It'd be a shame if it was a replica and you gave it back to whoever.
Yeah. I did return that dwarven mace that I had been holding on to for the Nord woman. I got 70 gold for returning it.
That's kind of paltry.
Yeah, especially since I just sold a ton of booze that, you know, each flask of it was worth about 70 gold.
I don't think scum is a booze.
Well,
you just
stimulant.
don't want to admit that you're a drug dealer.
All right. So, easily creamed the ogres.
Flawlessly maneuvered their cavern and quickly solved the intricate puzzle of finding a pulley.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm heading in the wrong direction.
You are heading the wrong direction. So now that you've got this armor, are you going to start the Knights of the Nine quest, or what's your deal?
Very soon. There's a couple more side quests I wanted to do just for the fun. There's another one in Coral, and then there's one in Leyawen. But even though I'm probably going to hang on to the weapon, let's go ahead and turn it in just to get the dialogue in all in one video. And then I'll reload to this point and use the weapon as long as I like, and then turn it in at some later point.
Save scumming trash.
Not save scumming. It's providing the best viewer experience.
Again we meet. Hello again.
You justify a lot of things.
I do. Can you tell me about your father?
I can't accept what you're implying without some proof of the crime.
What'd you say?
The sword isn't proof.
Until we meet again.
Well, you could have gotten that from anywhere.
I guess that's true.
I think you have to sweet talk him to get him to like you, and then he'll believe you. That's my vague recollection.
What about his brother, the drunk? Surely he'd believe.
I don't know. It sounds like you're typecasting him, and I'm offended for him at this moment.
Well, he is the one who paid me to find the person impersonating him before I'd done the job.
Oh, I remember him.
Hello again.
Or actually, I think that was him. And this is his,
Take your
brother.
time.
No, disposition max.
Okay.
Sure.
Until we meet again.
Maybe. Oh,
There's it.
that was
Whoa,
it.
that was spooky.
What's new? My father was a great man. I'll not hear your lies.
Well, there's gratitude. Get
Well,
them
I guess
their
that, you know,
family and their house back.
a good deed only goes so far with these people.
Okay. We will return it to Castle Coral.
You just have to give them that, that whole speech, Either you can accept the fact that your father was a thief and a good man, or you can deny it.
I think there are other possibilities there.
I feel like they wouldn't listen to any other ones.
Hello.
This is one thing that I do not like about Oblivion. The NPC schedules.
And their nap times, yeah.
Yeah. You want to turn in a quest, and the NPC is stuck in their bedroom.
Well, you can break into their bedroom and wake them up.
I have actually done that many times before, but this character doesn't strike me as a particularly stealthy character.
Oh, I
It's
mean,
a
all you have to do
pleasure
is
to
put on
meet you.
shoes.
I'm Countess Velga of Coral. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
You can see that.
Yeah, she looks real busy.
She doesn't seem to be interested in the honor blade.
Goodbye.
It must be her steward here.
Hello, I'm Leith Wavrick, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Coral.
I have a blade.
Many years ago, when the Count was still alive, a daring thief stole the ancient honor blade of Coral from out of this castle. Why?
Just wondering.
This is incredible. I never thought to see this sword again. How did you... Never mind. One should not look a gift horse in the mouth. Please accept my thanks on behalf of the people of Coral for restoring this sword and the honor of our city. As a token of our gratitude, I bestow upon you a symbol of honor and heroism, the escutcheon of Coral. You've done a great service to Coral, and you should be proud.
Oh, I forgot you got this reward. This is actually
Fare
will
thee
be
well.
better long term, I think. This shield is
Just bought it.
one of the few shields that has damage reflect on it.
But does it look as good? Oh, actually, yeah. It's. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. It's a bit busy.
Wrong
Hey.
direction. It's got like the oak on it.
It looks like one of those psychoanalysis things. The ink blots.
I take it.
What do you see?
That's just like the
Please,
design
never
for the
pass
ebony armor for some reason. Is well, I still think I'm going to hang on to the honor blade longer in my, having a weightless sword that does 3 times the normal damage is probably a little better than having a shield that reflects 15% of the damage back at the enemies and increases my endurance. Especially since it has a slightly lower armor rating than this one.
You just spent a ton of money.
Yeah. I'll probably pick this one up later.
This dark shield just throws off the whole aesthetic you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
The White Knight thing.
But anyway, this is a pretty rewarding quest.
Do you have reason to believe these people will believe you now?
I got this shield that shows that I'm honorable.
I've heard what you've done.
You could
You have something to tell me about my father?
Seems like they've talked it over.
I'm at a loss for words. Already I've heard that the honor blade rests again in Castle Coral, and the escutcheon of coral you have is all the proof I need. My father had told us that he had hidden something away for us, something to provide for our future, but I never imagined it was this. I'm sorry you had to be tasked to right this wrong that my father was responsible for. Once again, you've stuck your neck out for us. Maybe in the past my family was notorious, but never let it be said that the current Gemains don't pay their dues. I'd like you to have this keepsake. My father gave it to me when I was but a lad. I think you should have it. Thanks again, my friend. You are always welcome in our home.
Wow, 2 for the price of 1.
4 grand soul dreams. It's quite nice, actually. Using the free Withered Lair DLC, once I have enough money to buy the alchemy and enchanting tables, or just the enchanting tables, I'd be able to make some high-level enchanted armor and weapons. However, I can pick them up later when
May your journeys always... Well met.
I'm ready for that.
If I was ever rude to you before, I'm sorry. You deserve my gratitude.
You mean like 5 minutes ago?
Goodbye.
Accusing you of being a liar?
Alright. So, that'll do it for this episode.